speaking with me today. It's a huge pleasure.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Of course. So I am so thrilled to be speaking to you because I have loved you and your work for a while, but this year I've covered all your projects and you've really shown your range between the outfit, Not Okay, and now Something from Tiffany's. You really have killed it on screen. But can you talk about what you really look for in characters when you're getting a new project or a new script? And then for this year, what it was like to introduce so many new ones back to back because they're so unique.
Wow. Well, first, thank you for watching all of them. That's really awesome. Done a better job than most of my family and friends.
I loved it. I covered each of them. You really just,
Oh, wow, that's so sweet.
I'm
That's
glad
so
I'm getting to
cool.
give you your round of applause.
Um, Gosh, I think, and I don't. I'm sure every actor says this, so it's not that interesting. But I try to not do the same thing, you know, right after. You feel sort of when I don't know. It's just I was lucky that it happened this way. It wasn't by design necessarily, but getting to go from the outfit, which was essentially a play. It was a drama. We shot it chronologically, very dramatic. And then I went to this dark satire, shooting Not Okay, and then to a very feel good romantic movie. It was a real treat getting to do such different things and for them to come out the way that they did. But in terms of what I look for, yeah, it's just something different, Like right now, I'd love to do some sort of action movie. I would love to do a musical. I would love to do another drama. I just try to switch it up.
What was it about this story that was special? I mean, there's so many romance movies, there's so many holiday movies, but this one I found myself really like immersed and I thought the story was so well done.
Yeah, well, I had been talking and wanting to work with Reese Witherspoon and her company Hello Sunshine, and wanting to work with Amazon for so long too. So it was a long time coming, but I think this story, you know, I wanted to make a movie that I wanted to watch, and I am having a difficult time watching anything but Love Island right now. So it was like I need to make something feel good and happy and joyful and something that I could watch over and over again. So this really just spoke to me, and especially after working on Not Okay and that script, I was like, okay, this is perfect. This makes me feel good. It's beautiful. It's classic. It's timeless. I love holiday movies. So,
I think you touched that so perfectly because the holidays are known for the feel good movies, right? I mean, like
yes.
we all have our lists, we can't help it. What is on your list? What is it not a holiday without watching, and what puts you in the mood?
I do love The Grinch, Jim Carrey's The Grinch. I don't have a lot of movies when people are like, "Do you remember the moment you wanted to be an actor?" But I just remember watching that and being like, "Holy shit. He is unbelievable and she is unbelievable. Everyone is so good in the production design and the directing. If you rewatch that, the shots they do are so crazy." It's an underrated movie as far as I'm concerned. It should have.
I agree.
Elf. Um, yeah, there's a lot, but those are two that I love.
What do you love about the holiday romance genre? I mean, it's such a different feel watching it than it is filming it, I feel like. What was it like being on that set, and what did you enjoy most about it?
Gosh, it was the most pleasant shooting experience of my life. I kept coming home every day and going, what is happening? It was so lovely. It was the best crew I've ever worked with, the best food I've ever had on set, the nicest people, the most efficient people. I have never, ever finished early ever on a set. Always it's over. Always, always, always. I'm like crawling home, like, please, they need an hour of sleep. This was like I had more time than I could ever dream of. The most extraordinary hair and makeup team. Everyone was just a dream. Like I don't know what that question was, but I just went on a whole tangent. It was just the best experience overall. So, yeah.
Going off of that, I always love hearing favorite filming memories. I mean, this cast is so talented and there's such a wonderful group of people. Would you have one that sticks out, whether you were filming it as a scene or a break behind the scenes, just hanging out?
Yeah, the one that sticks out the most is we were really some serious on COVID stuff, and I had made it through the whole shoot. A couple people unfortunately had gotten it, and there was scheduling stuff, and that can be tricky. And I made it to the last day, and we were about to shoot my last moment, which is leaving the Tiffany store, and the street was locked down in New York, and it was a whole dramatic, exciting thing. And I pressed the elevator button to go down to set, and I get a text. It's like, "Stay in the room. You tested positive." And I was like, "Oh my God, we all just flew back to New York. We're all here. This is insane. I don't feel sick. What is going on?" I'm sitting in the room, and they go, "We got to get the shot." So they were like, "Zoey, throw your clothes into the hallway." So I got naked. I threw all my clothes in the hallway. The costume designer sprayed like disinfectant all over it. One of our producers put the outfit on because she had the most similar hair color to me. Went down, shot her back, like not for the face, just her back. And then we did a million tests, and it came back it was a false positive. But it took like 3 hours or 2 hours to figure that out. Meanwhile, I'm like stuck in a room panicking, like, "Oh no, what did I do? How did I get it? Where did I go? I thought I was so careful." And it ended up being a false positive. But that was the last moment, and it was very funny and dramatic. But her back made it into the movie because we all thought it was so cute.
What a way to go out,
I
honestly.
know. I was like, "Oh my gosh, everything was perfect."
Oh my god. And I'm a firm believer that when I watch a movie or a TV show, I always sort of take something away from the characters or the
Mhm.
story. Curious for you, is there anything you took away from your character or the film overall or the experience that you're going to carry with you in your personal life?
Gosh, yeah. I mean, I think the theme of love, like life is full of surprises and unexpected gifts, is a really beautiful thing to think about and embrace. It's so easy to think you have control and think, yeah, and the idea of um, letting go and allowing the universe to show you what's in store is really, it's lovely. So that's what I took from it, from Rachel.
Did you get to keep anything from set? I always like asking that because I love, obviously you have some pretty nice jewelry in this film.
Oh, I didn't get to keep that, but I did get to keep quite a bit of her wardrobe, which was amazing. We had such a great costume designer. She did such a great job, and I wore that coat yesterday, the brown coat, her vintage brown coat. I love that thing.
You mentioned you got to film in New York. I actually live in New York. So I have to ask you, what is it like filming there? I imagine it's like almost a character in itself.
I've shot in New York more than anywhere, and let me tell you, it is tough. It's a gift because it's impossible to recreate, or like the outs, to fabricate that energy is just, you can't. But it's really tough. It's very tough.
I can imagine the scene interruptions you get or the distractions you have.
Yeah, 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 for sure. But it's one of the best places in the world, so I feel lucky that I get to shoot there.
Well, Zoe, thank you so much for your time today. Huge congrats on the film, and I hope we get to speak again soon.
Thank you so much. Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. Nice to
Such
talk
a
to you.
pleasure. Have a great
Bye.
rest of your day. Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays.
Boys, professional artists and professors. Maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The hard knock life, comics, movies, and TV. Yeah, pop culture with a different perspective. Watch it on your screen, hit play, so check this.